Peace the deal. I'd like to welcome y'all to another episode of HIPHOPRAISEDME, the blog.com. My name is CEO Dream, and I'm with Juice.
Yeah.
OG.
What it
Feel
is,
me?
what it is.
Yo, shout out to
gods.
Butter. You know we got Butter in the house. You heard?
Word. Peace to the homie. Word. Peace to the God.
We got Butter in the house. You feel me? She get you up in here, Butter. You feel me? Butter driving right now, so y'all bear with him. You heard? You know what I'm saying? We waiting for Hustle. But anyway, this is HIPHOPRAISEDME, the blog.com, where we celebrate 49 years of the younger genre of music. I'm talking about hip hop, y'all, where it's about the knowledge, the culture, and the lifestyle. Hip Hop Raised Me. Now, today's topic on the Meaning of the Mind show is about what is harder to receive, the message from the messenger or the ugly truth of the message. All right? This should be a good show. You know, ideas to bounce off of from each one of these great brothers that I fuck with. You know what I'm saying? These are my brothers. This is my family. Hands down. We deal with nothing but family. You know? We don't believe in friends. We deal with family, you know? So, you know, what it do, Juice? What it do, Butter?
What up? Man. Living, man.
Yeah.
Every day above the ground is a lit one, man.
That's a fact. Well, you know, first and foremost, man, we want to shout out some good people out there that's paying attention, that got what we, you know, that know what we going on. So shout out to Moby Styles. Now, Moby Styles is a new app that actually goes where they can, you know, get your barber come see you and take care of you, barber or even a beauty, beauty and stuff like that. So, and somebody got their own. They got their thing all bugged out. It's just messing it up. So I think that's you, buddy.
Yeah, that's probably yeah. I told you, man. I'm on the road. That's why I'm on the move.
Now I get it.
I'm gonna mute my mic though. I'm probably able to hear you, but I ain't gonna be able to speak.
All right, that'll work. We can't see you anyway. We see you driving, man. It's dark out wherever you at. Yeah. So, Juice. You missed the live last night. I know you was out working. So, you know, me and Hustle was on here last night, and we was talking about Kanye.
Okay.
All right. So we're gonna piggyback from what we was doing Monday. You know, Monday we did do a live, but unfortunately we can't locate the live, so we gotta do everything all over somewhat. But we still gonna make it lit for y'all. So, Juice. You know, Juice is my politic man. He into the politics. He's into knowing different things about politics. And, you know, let's piggyback off of this whole Kanye situation.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up. So, so the whole Kanye thing, and then, you know, when he's talking about the whole Jewish thing. So, I would talk about like the fact check stuff, even fact check myself, because I need to know if I'm real, right, and exact sometime. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? And that even means if I have to remit something or you know, admit that whatever I put out might have been some, you know, some bull or, you know, been invalid or not in reality. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I started looking into the whole theory of the Zionist theory, right? I'm like, yo, hold on, the Zionist theory, because it was been given to us. It was given to me first, probably like the gods back in the day. I heard a lot in hip hop about the Zionist theory, but I never once questioned, where did this theory come from? Like, where did it start? I don't think many of us have until the other day because of the conversation we had. So I ended up doing the research and jumping down the rabbit hole, as I say. So I jumped down a rabbit hole and found out that this was started in by a fascist group in the late 1800s in France.
Mm-hmm.
And it was the same theory. They were saying that the Jews were running France. You know what I mean? They were the puppet master behind France, and you know everything was going on. All their money was whatever. So you know, kind of died down over there. The whole revolution that went over there with I think his name was Mussolini. A lot of things went over. Then America ended up becoming a continent. People from over there came over here, so they brought that idealism over here, and it reemerged by by a fascist American fascist who used to deal with the KKK, who was a Aryan. So this literature and this text and this doctrine really came from white supremacists. Like literally, like, and we've been taught this for long, but I never knew where it comes. So not to say it doesn't have any validity or any truth in it, but it also had brought me to the question of was it a doctrine of divinity? Because they also have doctrines about us, right? You know, they don't think highly about us too, but they sell us the other people's doctrines and like yeah, and kind of hide that doctrine, our doctrine behind their back. So it got me like wow, we've been investing a lot, and then to come to find out, like, I ain't gonna lie to you, I felt lied to like my whole life, yo, for real. Yesterday, I woke up like out of a bad dream. Like, so you mean to tell me white nationalists started this whole situation? Like, this was wow, and I've heard it regurgitated by so many people inside my community, and use it as a stance to talk about, you know, propelling us into freedom or whatever. Then come to find out that it might not actually even be a true thing. Not to say that Jews haven't been powerful positions in the country. That's not what I'm saying. But the whole theory of the Zionists and every Jew is a Zionist, you know what I mean? Or the King's Archive Jews, as the Israelites say, you know what I mean? Or whatever. That came from a white supremacist. So now it has me looking back at myself and what I was taught. Like, damn, yo, I don't argue over this topic and use this topic myself. Now I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
But you know, that's what growth is all about, yo. Sometimes, man, you grow up and you find out the boogeyman was just it was just a little rat under your house making noise, like, yo, for real. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, okay. Yeah. So that's what I dived into, and I found out that. So it had me thinking, like, yo, dude, like, what else is false? Because, you know, we tend to, a lot of us tend to, me myself used to dabble and dibble in conspiracy theories. Then when I started doing research, I found out that these conspiracy theories weren't even conspiracies. They were just
we got drama. We got drama in here. It's another one of my relatives. You feel me? Shout out to Drama Rock. You heard?
Yeah. So I just found out these joints were just untold. Like, a lot of what I thought was sold to me as a conspiracy theory was just were either false and just had little truth. Once I went and started studying, like, really dump into that rabbit hole and go resources and check and see where this came from. A lot of the stuff didn't even have a lot of validity, yo, for real. So now it's like, yo, what do we stand on now, too? Like, man, what do I stand on now? Because I know that. But I do know one thing, like a brother was talking about on Roland Martin the other day. If a lot of people don't have an understanding on politics and they want to get it from a black perspective, and some people that look like us definitely look at Roland Martin live, yo, for real.
Yeah.
And he was telling about, but it's the system. So he was saying, like, yeah, the Jewish people do this, but also it's not that. The system of white supremacy, that falls in line with the system of white supremacy. The system is not the boogeyman, it's the system. It's the way the system designed. The system is not broke. The system was designed to do exactly what it was doing, what it's doing right now, to keep us from reaching our head. But I don't, all the boogeyman aspects of it, though, I think it's just to distract us. Just me personally.
Yeah. I got a question for you, my brother. Do you feel like people just cannot receive the message because it's Kanye and all this radicalness that he's been dealing with for the past, say, every day, years and years and years? Shout out to Drama.
What up, though?
What up? Well, you gotta clean your camera, brother, so we can see you, man. You keep coming out. Wi-Fi must be not kicking where you at, bro. So you come back up here. Let's chop it up, you know, because he got some good points in the way he think and all that. But do you think the message is harder to receive by the people? You know, that's my question to you, Juice. Is the message hard to receive by the people?
I kind of believe I do kind of, because I definitely deal with a lot of my elders, man. I was taught, you know, I don't look to Kanye West for advice. I look to brothers like Cornel West, Dr. Cornel West, Dr. Brother Valentine. Like I look to different brothers, yo, for political advice. Put it that way. You know what I'm saying? For political advice. So it's like I want to say, and I also believe that old saying that, you know, don't shoot the messenger, the message. Also, I can get a message from that, and I did get a message from that. And my message is these 30-second memes and what's going on right now, and people not fact checking and scared to dive into a rabbit hole because your whole world might be crushed with what you found out. But that was me at 15. You know what I'm saying? I turned atheist by the time I was 17.
What I not even cut you off, my brother.
It's scary.
But you know, everything he said was nothing new to us. You understand what I'm saying to you? Because of our upbringing, you know, we come from, you know, our family come from a wide variety of things, you know. However, we always had people that were abreast of things. We even had Black Panthers in our family, so we already knew certain things, you know, as far as just, you know, different races and things of that sort, you know. So you know, shout out to my Aunt Alice, man. You know, Alice always, my Aunt Alice is is the truth, you know.
Absolutely.
When it comes down to being a strong lady, that's who you get, Alice. You know, Alice taught us how to play chess in real life from young. You know, if Butter Mike was on, Butter will tell you. You feel me? If Butter Mike was on, he'll tell you about Alice. Alice is, you know, she taught me a lot. And the fight that she had when she was younger, you know, even being a Panther, being a part of the Black Panthers, you know, so I was fortunate to have two aunts that was involved in the movement. So they always kept me abreast of things, and, you know, just by me learning how to read when I came to this country. You know what I'm saying? Learn how to speak English and things of that sort, you know? So, you know, that was the best part about that, you know what I'm saying? So, like, I believe the message that he gave, it was hard to receive for the people because of the persuasion the media has been shedding light to these situations. It's like it make him seem like he was raving and ranting, crying about his, you know, his wife's extracurricular activities, you know, things of that sort. So it's like people cannot understand nothing he's saying.
But all fairness, he definitely was. He definitely dabble a little bit in that. You could tell, and just be honest, me having mental health issues and seeing somebody manic, that shit triggers me because I'm getting in those situations, and I know a lot, and I'm very smart, but I can get wigged out and get off my meds and have a lot of smart shit, but start going off topic to topic and just start, not to say that I'm not dropping knowledge, but I'm going all over the place. Like I'm from here, I'm going from alien.
I mean, it may happen. It may happen because once you have information, it's going to pour out it's going to pour out like water coming out the faucet. It's going to pour out. So I want to introduce y'all to Drama Rock. You know what I'm saying? Drama Rock, you know, is one of my brothers says he's very intelligent. So Drama, speak to the people. You be throwing some great points on Facebook. I need you to verbalize it though. Verbalize to the people these thoughts that you be having, especially about this topic. What is harder to receive, the message from the messenger or the ugly truth of the message?
Emotions. Emotion. Right? Yeah, because you know they say it's not what you said, it's how you say it.
How you say it, right?
Sometimes, even if you say it nice, gentle, babyish, if they don't like what you said, they may get louder than you, overtalk you, because emotionally they can't accept what you're saying. And this is why I tell people the truth is crazy, because it's all up to you how you take the truth. So whether your girl cheating, it's up to you how you take it. You could wipe her ass out, put her in the dirt, or you could be like, you know what? Fuck that. I get me another broad, you stupid cunt. Oh, my bad. Yeah. I don't know if you could curse on here, but you know, I'm just saying.
Nah, we get it. We get it. You know, you could be yourself on here. You know, we don't censor nobody. You know, unless you just talking
All right.
crazy. But we get it. We
Can
understand what
y'all
you're saying. But
can
I
y'all hear
want to
me
point
now?
out what you said. You said things were different back then. You said we lost respect for family values. All right. So,
Yeah.
you know, so let's talk about that. You know, when did you feel the people lost respect for family values? When do you feel like that started becoming a major issue within the community?
The 90s, and like the more we start getting connected with these cell phones, there was like a lot of newsreels where you had a couple of restaurants right here in New York. It was like, yo, my restaurant been open for years. I done watched people come in, they done had kids, some of them bringing their kids here. And then the news reporter like, what's the problem? The problem is I got this restaurant, people coming in here, 5, 6, 7 fucking deep, and they got cell phones, and everybody is on their phone. So they eat a
Yeah,
little, they talk very little, but they on the phone. And I'm like, that makes sense. I'm not saying you could put a law or should put a law, but that does make sense. Because why would you end up with a 200, 300, $400 bill, maybe $600 bill, and you do the same thing you could have did at home, same thing you do with school, and now it's family moment, and you like pushing buttons and shit. You trying to be the next fucking Bill Gates or something?
yeah,
But
yeah.
yeah, family values. No
I
table
mean, I'm gonna
etiquette.
be honest with you. I'm gonna be honest with you. We come from a generation of individuals who didn't have anything, but we made something out of nothing. All right, and the lifestyle that we chose caused us to have this lack of respect for another individual. You know, some people seem not to understand that respect is a given. Respect ain't supposed to be earned. How you earn somebody respect? When you first meet a stranger, are you just for you not to respect them? That's going to make everything go left. You have to show some type of respect in order to get it. You know,
Hey,
but
can you guys hear me?
huh?
Can you guys hear me clear? Is
Yeah,
no
I hear you.
distortion in the background?
I hear you, but it sounds a little
it
robotic.
sounds distorted, but not like white noise distorted. It's got like a
Okay.
echo going on.
All right. If I can't talk, I'm gonna just mute my mic. Then I don't want to, mess up the live stream. But I'm
Now it
listening to
sounds
what you
better
You
guys
right
good
saying.
now.
I
though.
just want to
You
rebut that.
good right now. You
You
good right
good?
Can I
now.
say something?
Yeah.
I just want to chime in on that because, like, as far as like the music and you talking about like, I kind of related that like with the message in the music and what Kanye was saying about how his first top 3 songs on like a Spotify or Apple Music playlist would sound like, you know, F this B, I'ma kill this N word. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
something like that, like he's looking at it like, yo, why does the record execs only want to sign those type of artists? You don't get you don't get too many, what's her name, from the Fugees. Oh my God, I can't believe
Long
I'm
Hill.
blanking out. No more Lauryn Hills. You don't get those type of artists like that anymore. And if you do have them, they're not pushed to the forefront. You know what I'm saying? So he's
Yeah,
looking
I
at
agree.
it like,
It's like,
okay, why does the
uh-huh.
he's saying why does the Jewish execs push this? And like like another polarizing figure that's like up there with Kanye is Charleston White. He says that he had a debate with a guy about this on another podcast, and he said, it's not my choice. Like as a rapper, I choose what type of lyrics I put in my music. And then the guy rebutted and said, they wouldn't sign you if you didn't make that type of music. He said, but still, he's like, I put that type of energy out there. So the Jewish exec doesn't make me put that energy out there. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
They just give me the deal. I'm just a businessman. I'm trying to capitalize. That's how
Yeah.
he looked at it.
Yeah.
And, like somebody once said something, and I never really thought about it, but I caught wind of it. And I was like, you ever notice that when, like, a lot of these inner city dudes get signed, and they're gang related, they'll sign like another label will sign their ops. Like they'll be like one group will be buzzing, going crazy for 1 year. Then the next year, you'll see that their ops is bubbling up, going crazy, and they're making drill music back and forth, back and forth. And it's like one group is signed over here and another group is signed over there. And that's not by accident. So somebody said, what if it's the record execs that signed both parties is two different people, but they're beefing and they're fighting proxy wars through the artists?
I mean, that's basically what they're doing, though. Like, look, let's go back into.
I never looked at it that way, but I was like, yo, that makes a lot of sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't like that. Think
about it like this, though, brother. It's documented that there were a secret meeting amongst, the execs and many hip hop stars. There were a bunch of them, right? Now, what they were doing, they brought all these guys in and told them, this is the narrative. You got to create music like this, right? Because they were building private prisons. They wanted to draw some type of revenue where we wanted y'all, they felt like the music were controlling the children and things of that sort, causing us to go out here and rob and steal and sell drugs, causing us to actually just put ourselves in harm's way, to go to prison.
Here's the thing though with that, Dream. That's more like a conspiracy theory. Like, that hasn't been proven. We haven't seen no hard evidence of that. It feels that way. Don't get me wrong. It kind of feels that way. You know what I'm saying? Because if it quack, it's up. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
but you got to think about it though. By you saying it kind of feels like that, it's no coincidence, because you got to think about the way the music has changed since then.
Absolutely.
When that happened, all you heard was nothing but the ghetto stories. That's all you heard. Don't get me wrong. I love the political rap and things of that sort. I love all of that. You know what I'm saying? But, hold on.
Man, you was right, brother. You both y'all brothers absolutely right, man. You guys are absolutely right. It's called
it's deeper than rap, man.
Responsibility. It's called social responsibility, and unfortunately, we lack a lot of social responsibility in the music industry. And because I have this talk with a lot of people, man. This is because we're old enough to remember 2 Live Crew and the situation they went through. Name, right? Our ancestors were right? Because the lady said, Dolores Tucker said, this music will breed a generation of kids that won't care about nothing. We fought that lady tooth and nail. And we fought that lady tooth and nail. We had the whole free hip hop movement, the free speech movement. And our ancestors were trying to actually warn us, and we went to war with them actually to put this. You're right. Once it started making money, we also, even though if we do that, the social responsibility, like Big Bro said, and you said, what's the major music right here? We support that. The number 1 television show is P Valley or what's my man 50 with the I don't even watch it no more. Power. It's like, or it's the other show. Like, it's all the top shows are always showing black people in a negative image, in a negative stereotype, and also I
look at it like a stagnation, though.
Yeah, we buy into it. We buy the tickets. We watch the show.
But that's my point. I look at it like everything is geared to keep us stagnated. Meaning, okay, we're gonna create this narrative, we're gonna put out this show, right? They ain't stupid. They know what type of show is gonna make us gravitate towards. BMF. 50 was smart. He said, you know what, I'm gonna do the BMF story, right? That was the quickest way. We all want to see how that story really played out because we know them for who they became and what they, the folklore of who they were. We even got peoples that were actually down with them. So we want to know what that story is behind.
What's crazy about what we talk about?
It's the same narrative. Everything you see is the same narrative.
Do you think there's a hidden agenda behind that?
Of course, it's the same story that we were speaking on.
And that's what Kanye is trying to bring light to and saying why that is. See, he came out with the White Lives Matter shirt. He said what he said about George Floyd. It's even though it's probably not accurate. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, bro, you can't. That's like me going in the middle of 42nd Street. I shoot somebody in the head, and they say, "Hey, Butter just shot that guy in the head," and I said, "Nah, a grizzly bear just mauled him." You can't do that, bro. It's like you gaslighting people. That's gaslighting. You can't do that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yo, Butter, what you think about in the same aspect when he goes and attacks like Good Brothers? We know that's for community, like Mos Def and Black Star, and even Big Sean in his defense. Big Sean's growth. If anybody's a Big Sean fan that watched his growth in the past 3 years, he went through a mental health issue, and he really got some help. And like he's on another level mentally, like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
We have examples of people going through this stuff without putting this. What I think Kanye did, what you were saying earlier, is that it's not, because my English teacher taught me this. It's not what you say, is how you say it. Just like the brother Rock was saying earlier, it's not what you say. I can say fuck you without saying fuck you, right? I can say, man, you know what I'm saying? I can use the English language to my ability. I can still tell you to go, man, go have, go whatever with yourself in a way that's whatever. But it was the way he chose. It was the language. Language is powerful. Listen, we were never taught how to.
Language is powerful.
With these,
I'm sorry, I don't mean to cut you off, bro. Yeah. But language is powerful, but context means everything too, man. You think he meant that maliciously?
Yes.
I don't think so.
No,
I think he was trying to grab.
I think, but also in life as a man, I know once I put something out in the universe, all the time I can't take it back, and I also have to be wary of what I say when I'm on this, because somebody can be offended, and having respect for somebody else is not a weak sign. It's not like being like, yo, I don't want to respect, because I have Jewish friends, fortunately, like, and I'm not gonna say unfortunately, like, so I can't say like the whole Zionist issue is everything. I actually have like Jewish friends, yo, that are cool. They smoke weed, you know what I mean? They do the same things I do. They listen to rap music, so I get what he's saying, but he could have worded it different. He could have said, there are people in the industry that have it out for African Americans. They want to put this music, but when he used the J word, he threw it. He totally.
Yeah, but he tried to clean it up. He tried to clean it up, because and when he said what he said, when he said I'm jealous of y'all, that's when I was like, okay, now you making sense. Because I get that.
It really didn't take him, to be honest with you, it really didn't take him. It didn't take him to say that for we to understand what he was saying. If you really paying attention to what he's saying, and you know stuff that he knows is true, because Michael Rappaport came out socially and said, who gave Kanye the cheat code? Who told him the secret? Illuminati really exists. He keep it real. This stuff really exists. It's just, why is it such a problem when he's saying it, and he's saying like, look, I want our people to be able to do the same thing, to be able to take the money and go through all our hands before it goes to another, race or another community. You know what I'm saying?
But he's not actually saying that for him. That whole thing was all for his ego and his mind. It has nothing to do with people. Because anybody, this to be honest, like, he has never done anything for his people in community other than sell high-priced sneakers that most people can't afford and inspire. And I'm not saying that doesn't have value and hold, but he's not in community. Let's be honest. We have artists that are in
I don't know.
community.
You gotta fact check that
Hold
one.
up, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up,
You gotta fact check
Can I
that one
interrupt?
because the man did give $2 million to George Floyd's daughter to go to college. Before we get to the next topic,
But
I'm gonna
also,
let
bro,
Drama
come on,
Rock
man.
speak on self.
That's
That's
what
a
brownie
tax
points, yo. Because
write-off.
we also have to understand he's spitting white nationalist rhetoric right now.
Yeah.
Candace, the girl Candace Owens, her husband owns Parler. Parler is a platform of white nationalism, yo. It's the white version of Twitter, and all they spew, and most of the stuff they spit, just like design and stuff, has little, like Butter was saying, it's true. Just like the theory of the meeting has, we can prove that this actually exists. We know it kind of exists, but we can spend all day arguing back and forth what exists. But we do know some tangible things that do exist in the community. The self-hate. Also, people like Kanye. You are a record of executive for good music. Why Pusha T and only a couple other artists you put out? You have the power. So I get what you're saying, bro. So, but you're in a position to put every brother that's on this podcast in position right now. But he didn't get in touch with the black people until his white wife left him, yo. And now he's going through some stuff, yo, for real. And I'm sorry.
True
That's
life.
why
Well,
I agree with that right there.
Go
I
ahead,
agree with
Drama.
that. What's left that
He
way?
hasn't been the same since his mother passed,
Yeah.
and that affected him a lot. Like he hasn't been the same.
Respect.
Just,
Mental
you know
health is
what?
real, bro. And let's be
I
honest.
don't know. I don't know what's up with them women, but them women seem to do that to every brother they come across, my man.
Look, Candace
Every
Owens,
brother they come across, it seems like
they all
I
need
can't
help.
fully dismiss everything he said because people focus on, they pick and choose of the stuff that triggers them and make them upset that they don't agree with, and they tend to throw the baby out with the bathwater. You cannot do that. And what I'm saying is,
Hold up.
certain points that he made that was very valid, and people don't even want to hear that. And unfortunately, with our people, once you make one statement out of a whole dialogue that people don't like, they tend to dismiss your whole argument, and that to me is a problem.
That's a cognitive skill thing, though. You know that, right?
You said it was the context yourself earlier, brother. And on top of it, you gotta look what Candace is saying. She's supposed to be representing what Kanye is pushing. I watched this fucking video, and I'm like, why is she stupid like this? Because they play ping pong. What I mean by ping pong is they give you some bad, they give you some good. So in her case, she like, yo, look, you know, white people is having problems, and Mexicans, they moving in, and white people finances not that good. But we also know that black people been having a lot of problems throughout the years in this country. So it's like, hold the fuck up. Whose side, like, what are you trying to do here? Are you trying to bring whites and blacks together? Because then as she goes on, she's talking again about white people, or white people can't get stable shit, been right since the pandemic. Motherfucker, black people haven't been right in America for how long? And you talking about some white people who've been having control of society, white people who controlled all the fucking jobs, white people who made it lower income jobs back in the 70s, so the black man make $1 some change and not make that $15 and some change. You know, back in the fucking 70s, they had jobs where the white man was making $15 a change according to the documentary. And how long or when did they start giving us $15 motherfucking dollars? This whole shit is screwed up and backwards, and these people are gatekeepers. Going back to you saying they are being stagnated because these people are inside fucking, they professional people. So Kanye might have a little mental issues, but now do we look at Candace and say she's more civilized, her mental ability is way better? And if so, why is she talking as crazy as she's talking? Because at some point you gotta make it clear. You can't be like white lives matter and white people go through shit. That's not making any sense.
Right. Hold on, let me say something, bro.
She's all for the right.
About Kanye, everybody stuck on what Kanye said about George Floyd, right?
Right.
Look, I ain't gonna hold you. I thought what he was saying was crazy.
I feel like the white lives matter shirt is second to that.
No, but I missed the point where he said, if you look at the documentary that they Candace Owens did, whatever. He's talking about that.
Bro, let me tell you something, yo, bro. That whole documentary is an anti-black man, anti-LGBT, anti-what? Not to say
I'm
what I was talking about yesterday.
That's probably absolutely right.
She is you. But the crazy thing is, because I'm really into politics right now. I don't know if people have been paying attention to what's been going on in Florida with DeSantis, like locking people up, like people like me that just got the right to vote, right? So it was some people that it didn't. It didn't now, so he enacted a state law to say you got your right back the vote, but you was you had a murder charge, or
Right.
you had stole. So he locking up black folk right now inside the joint, and this rhetoric that Kanye is speaking in the middle of in right now in the middle of election, and people don't know who the state delegate is, and we had fuck who the president is, and I hope you watching it, whoever watching this, fuck who the president is, know who's your state representative, yo, for real, because if you don't know who that person is, we have no chance in this whole country, because that's not politically the most important positions to vote for are the ones inside your community. And unfortunately, by bringing Candace Owens on and as being a person of influence and saying like white lives matter in the middle of an election, it's really Republicans voting to repeal civil rights right now. And just because people said that that the news is fake, people not even paying attention. And it's scary because I got kids and I don't know really politically, and I'm not just saying some shit I'm like that. What's going to happen in this country in the next 4 years?
Right. Well, we already know what
that. Was just a little take.
This country is split down the middle, man. It's getting more split down the middle every day. And the America that we knew pre-pandemic or pre-2016 is gone. Once Trump got in the office, it was like America was just like a zipper, just unzipping itself. You know what I'm saying? Just
but think about this though. Kanye hinted that he's running for office, right?
Who's gonna vote for him?
Yeah, he ran last.
Look, he wore a hat that had said 2024.
Yeah.
And I went to the doctor.
He did.
I went to the doctor the other day, and I said that to one of my doctors. I'm like, yo, what do you think about this? And they automatically shot him down, like, well, he ain't gonna win. I said, well, don't be so hasty. They did the same thing to Trump, didn't they? They said the same thing to Trump, and he ain't gonna win.
No.
Look what happened.
Trump different.
It don't matter.
Different.
This man has money.
I'll tell you one thing.
Yeah, it matters.
He has something that he doesn't have. That whiteness.
Me personally,
it's not just Jews in this country. Let's just say what it was. Kanye should have said white racists in this country own this, not just Jewish white racists, because it's racist everywhere in the police department, in the church.
Hell yeah.
So it's that they ain't just Jewish, they ain't just German, they ain't just Russian. Like that's the whole thing. People don't understand racism coming all shapes and forms. It don't matter. They in the Democratic Party. They everywhere.
Well, let me tell you this. So I think with the White Lives Matter shirt, he's running for president, obviously. So you got to think about the political aspect. So he's trying to appeal to white conservatives.
Yes.
He's talking with black talking points about ownership and black people being able to control their own narrative in the mainstream media, and he's using himself as an example. So he's basically trying to appeal to certain demographics to get elected, but we all know that he's not going to get elected president. You know what I'm saying? Because he's not how do you call it? The word he's not really like crafty, but a better word I'm looking for, charismatic. You understand what I'm saying? He comes off as like awkward and very, blunt and arrogant, and at best what he's gonna do is there's people that would vote for him because I think they voted for him last election cycle, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, absolutely.
He's gonna take away votes from the Democratic Party at best. That's what he's gonna do. So Biden, to me, Biden better watch out because they laughed when they said Trump had a chance, and I think Trump just did that as a marketing tool because that's like the ultimate marketing scheme to run for president. If you're a businessman, I don't think he planned on winning, but when they told him he won, he probably couldn't believe it. You know what I mean? There's stories about that out there. Like he was shocked that he even won. You know what I'm saying? But you know, now you won. You gotta, they gave you the duties. You gotta run. You gotta, deal with it. But Kanye at best is gonna take votes away from. He's gonna take votes away from the Democrats, man.
That don't mean
there's some black folks set up. No, I'm not saying that don't mean that he's gonna win. I think that's gonna help the Republican Party at best.
So, because you make it to the playoffs, those mean you're gonna make it to the championship. You know what I'm saying? And that voting shit is trash because you got all this high technology. They could scan your eye. You could grab shit out the store and then scan this shit and walk on out without anybody talking to you or anybody being in there. They got all this super technology. And easy as voting is, all you got to do is push the name or say the name of the person for senator or whoever you voting for. It's just that simple. But then they always got complications. Or this state is cheating. Or this state got caught throwing away votes in the ocean. Or this state got caught for this. So ever since they had this election shit, and people haven't learned yet, something my 4th grade teacher told me, and I don't remember many of my teacher's name from elementary school, but I always remember Mr. Parker. Now, he wasn't even like a history teacher, nothing to us. Now, one day we was in class, and as we was leaving out of class, he said, something you should know. When you get older, some of you is going to go and vote, but understand the process is re-elected. So that's what caught my attention. I'm like, what the fuck he talking? What the fuck is re-elected? So now I have voted over the years, you know what I'm saying? And Al Gore was like the last time. But what I have learned, that always stuck in my head. I said, why is this in my head? So I started looking at some things.
Hold on.
This shit is rigged. Voting is rigged. They control who goes into the White House. They do not control that shit. When you think about it.
You said Al Gore was the last person.
Yeah.
No, yo, bro, it's not fair. It's not fair, but it doesn't. The
election came and got me.
It's pretty.
He got voted and he won. He won and still lost. So that's not telling you that shit's not rigged. That whole shit is fucking rigged. Look at they told you. He won by a landslide. Bush made a phone call to family. And they say, no, he won. Get the fuck out of here. This shit is rigged. A lot of shit is rigged. It's not about being conspiracy theory.
What are you talking about? Who made a phone call to who?
Fox News called Bush, if I'm not mistaken.
And then they made a phone call.
Oh, you talking about the recount? The recount in Florida?
Yeah. Just like that. They went back to my old. We sat
and brother was the governor.
And Bush won.
But who called the recount though? Didn't they call the recount though?
Son, they do that shit all the time. How do you not think this is not real?
Hey, bro, he used the system against the system more than he put his brother in position in Florida to do that. Not to say it was a
not only that,
a move, bro. It seemed to seem
it was
a political
media
strategy. That's why they got people called political strategists, and most people don't understand politics, and it's okay if people don't understand politics because it's very confusing. But yeah,
it's not okay. That's how you don't wake up.
The electoral college makes it seem like it's unfair because you got the popular vote, and then you got the electoral college vote, right? But we, the people that have won, have also won the electoral college vote almost all the time, besides maybe that one instance with Bush. That doesn't happen every time. So this rhetoric scares people away from the polls. So when people don't go to the polls in the real process, we don't put the right senators inside there, and the people that represent us, we don't. That's how policy gets changed in place. Because if
Oh,
The reason Biden wasn't able to do much, if anybody's paying attention on ballot, it's two Democratic senators called Manchin and Sinema. They vote against their party every time. It's all about the Senate. The Senate vote, your local, your state's attorney, like things like that are your most, because that's the person that's going to send your cousin home, or that's going to repeal the parole laws. So you need to know who these people are before they get, not the president, because all
they have more. The local government has more control.
To get the,
Look, I always said,
representation. We about to
I
lose the
always
house
said
right
to
now.
people, once I got abreast of what's going on, the thing about being a part of the community, they got town hall meetings, right?
Exactly, we gotta go.
Look, them town hall meetings is where you need to be, because they are voting for whatever's going on and whatever resources need to be available in your community. That's where they voting at. And if you don't show up to speak on things, like in Brooklyn, you know what they do? They propose in shelters in certain areas, right? The people that's in the community that really cares, they go there and they say, nah, we don't want no shelter right here next to our schools. You got a school right here. We don't want no shelter right there. You got a men's shelter right there. They know what's going on in these men's shelters. They know these men's shelters is somewhat like jail. So what they do, they vote against that. No, sometimes it don't matter their vote, but still, it's more of a voice, because it really don't be that many people fighting against it. But if there's a bunch of people fighting against it,
Dream. Most demographics, they get stuff done for them. Black people, we don't get nothing done for us. In particular, that's the problem.
yes, right.
He is right. Part of it
they're gonna go out there and say we're gonna do this, that, and third for you, but they don't do it. And it's like, damn, you hate us that much? You know what I'm saying? It's crazy because, I find America really a strange place, because it's almost like a mental illness, bro. Like, they got an infatuation with us as black folks, black culture. Everybody wants to be black, but nobody don't want to really be black. You know what I'm saying? They love your music, they love your food, they love your culture, but they don't like you. They really don't like you.
What's going on, though, right?
You know what I'm saying?
Y'all know what's going on with the numbers, right? Y'all know what's going on with the numbers. I shared a picture the other day. America has gone from 90% Caucasian from like the beginning of America to 57%. What you see right now, what's going on, is to preserve more than that. Right now, they really don't have but the reason why it doesn't work in the community, because we don't know how to organize, because we don't know how to communicate. So if people that can't communicate can't organize, people that can't organize can't plan, plot, or strategize to change anything in the community. So when people don't know how to talk to each other in the community, when people don't know how to take positive, constructive criticism in the community, or to even self-analyze themselves, they're fucked up. Is what's happening, because the process is there. Unfortunately, we don't play a part in it. We sit and say how much the process doesn't work for us, and instead of making a conglomerate, because that's what the Republicans do. When you see super voters, the word super voters is a conglomerate of people that stick together on issues and community and go each door and talk to their brothers and sisters and say, look, this is what we got to do. This man or this woman, it comes from our community and understand what we need. They understand about the school to prison pipeline. They understand about the prison, the industrial prison complex. They don't. They disagree with it. But if we just don't know who, if we know who Donald Trump and Biden is, but we don't know what our local offices is, then we're doomed, because they never taught us that we need to be paying attention to what's going on us locally and at a state level, because they represent us on the federal level. And that's just not a feeling. That's just the political process.
Yeah.
All right. Now, my rebuttal is now let's go back to what Kanye was saying. How many people in this new in the millennial generation and Gen Z have the mind frame to even think about that?
I think what they
That look like me and you. That look like me and you.
I think if you look at the Black Lives Matter at the movement, not the organization, because we know some things become bigger than at the movement and what it did in the world, in like places like Richmond, Virginia, where I kind of grew up at, and when they tore down those statues that I had to see Robert E. Lee every day of my life and watch this and saw him, yes, it can. And that's why what Kanye said was so productive, because I have friends that are actually in organizing who get locked up, who get followed home by the police. It's just as dangerous as selling drugs.
Yep.
But are we willing to grow up and take the right risk for the right things? Because we took the right risk for the money, the hoes, the cars, the clothes. But can we take it for our kids, our family, community? And that's that's what.
Yeah, when you got you know how many things other demographics got going against them that goes against what you're talking about right there. We have our culture there's aspects of our culture that's not all that great. You know what I'm saying? So you got to acknowledge that. We don't even want to acknowledge that.
Absolutely.
Because to acknowledge that you to fix your problem, you have to first acknowledge you have a problem. If you want to acknowledge that they have a problem, nothing will get fixed. And that's what I'm trying to say. They try to dismiss the man because two aspects of his speech, his rhetoric, they didn't like. You know what I'm saying? Agreed. I didn't like it either. You know what I'm saying? But at the same token, you cannot dismiss the man's points because of two things you don't like, because he made some valid points there. And it's problems in the black community that needs to be addressed. And I'm talking about with our generation, not our elders. They already know. They went through this already. It just changed form. Now it's in a newer generation, and it's taking a hold. And now you got people like that's in their 20s and 30s. They don't even vote, dude. How many black people showed up to George Floyd?
I didn't vote until Obama.
And that's what I'm saying. Because
black people get done dirty, and majority of the people protest don't even look like us.
But also,
that shit is crazy.
No, when we vote, and they're only pushing for president.
Everybody that was going through last year during the pandemic, when they was marching in Flatbush, it was a bunch of white people.
But when we go to the movements, that's what I'm trying to say. People don't want to take a part. But I'm not dismissing you. I'm kind of agreeing with you. People don't want to take a part. So all I'm saying is we have to figure out as a people how to make building off the positive and destroying the negatives, as the gods say, to get to a greater good. I don't care who you pray, because put it this way, I used to speak at public engagements. I've been part of organizing marches and things like that. So I've been. So one time I was speaking at an engagement that had the gods there, they had the Hoteps there, they had the Israelite brothers there. And everybody had a chance to speak, but most of them got on doctrine about their God. It was like a pissing match on who God was the strongest, yo, for real. No offense to none of them.
Right.
I got up there and said this, bro. As community, I don't really care, yo. Let me use this analogy. Right now, as a people, we living off a river. We eat from this river, we drink from this river. And even though we warring parties, at the end of the day, this river is poison. We could keep fighting, or we can figure out what's poisoning the river. Right. I don't care who you pray to at night, long as who you pray to give you peace. Right. What can we do today tangible for my people to make it better? It's not always with money. Can I tutor young kids in school that are messing up in math time? Can I mentor them under the wing? Can I go clean up my community, yo? Instead of, I live in Baltimore, which is a trashy ass place you've ever been. People just throw shit on the floor, just like New York too. But I think it's even more trashy. So can we change this into something being cool, like playing part of the community? Because right now, playing gangster, like you said, we got some of us trapped in some bull crap. It's always been a cool thing, and it still is the cool thing. And even though that the Jews put it out, people like Kanye make beats for these people, and then they stop playing. And you made beats for gangster rappers, Kanye. You gotta relax. You know what I'm saying? So you help put some of that energy out there too, bro. So it's like, yo, bro, like, let's take some social responsibility. I get you, Kanye, but pointing the finger is not going to help us. They said that the best way to lead is by example. You know what I'm saying? And have some humility, bro, to be like, to not, because what I'm going to say is, what Kanye is, I'm not mad at him. He did say some things, but like I said, I don't think he was taught that. I don't think he grew up with God, yo, for real, and like Hotep people around the corner, and Aunt Alice, yo, for real, that was in the Black Panther Party. Like, he didn't grow up with that. He grew up with Christian conservatives. He's still trying to push me Jesus. I'm sorry if anybody is Christian on here. No disrespect, bro, but he's still trying to push me Jesus. And historically, not what I think, the whole Christian movement was used as a device to control the indigenous people of this country.
Yep.
He's still pushing the same narrative, and that's why he gets accepted in his circles, because he's a Black Christian.
Hold on. Look, Drama want to piggyback off that. Go ahead, Drama. Where you at? Now go ahead, Juice. Keep going.
No, I just want to say that, yo. For real, I'm just saying, yo. It's the term. It's okay to say that you don't understand. And I think that's where we at in the world. People pride their instinct to say, like, I don't understand it. I don't know nothing about cars other than I know how to put tires in there. I know how to put the oil in there and the transmission joint and change the air filter, bro. And I'm half Puerto Rican, bro. But I can't tell you nothing about how to fix a car. So if you say Juice, I'm gonna stop you right there and be like, yo, bro, guess what, bro? I don't really know about that. I'm not your guy.
Right.
Respectively. You might want to do your own research. And I don't think people are there yet, yo, with it, yo, for real. Cause it like he was like Mac was saying earlier, you get into an emotional rant.
I got another topic for y'all. Let me show you something. Let me show you something. Hold on.
You got some Niagara.
Yeah, that whole Kanye thing is like it's polarizing concept right there, topic, I should say. But yeah, he started a lot of conversation. There's a lot of people that's like, yo, on Twitter and other social medias, like, yeah, I get like some parts inflammatory, but then there's other parts like I understand what he's saying about my people.
But look, you talking about Jay-Z suing Bacardi right now.
That to do with Duce?
Yeah, over Duce.
That's who makes Duce?
Yeah. They 50-50 partners.
Wow, I don't know too much about, like, I saw that article, but I don't know too much about that to really talk on it.
Yeah.
But
I did
that's strange because if I'm not mistaken, doesn't cognac come from Cognac, Italy? Bacardi isn't that like a Puerto Rican rum manufacturer or something like
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So how the hell does a Puerto Rican rum manufacturer make an Italian grape for cognac? I need to like trying to understand. I know Hennessy and Moet.
Well, they documents.
I'm just speaking on this on face value. From what I do know.
No, but you're right, yo. But I bet you can find out though if you like really start doing the research.
You may not can't see. I know you can't see it, Butter. But Juice, look at this. Look what it says.
Yeah, I see that there. Wow.
That's everything you want to know right there. You heard?
Can you read it? Can you read it out so we can hear? Because I can't read that right now. I'm driving.
Hold on, I got you. Let me get my glasses though so I can see the mirror as well.
So Jay-Z's asking for like a financial what they call it, transparency, yo, for real. You want to know exactly what they making off of.
Oh man, don't tell me he signed a 360 deal with Rivers. Jesus Christ, he should know better than that.
All right, so let me try to read this shit. Yeah? Okay, breaking news: Jay-Z sues McCarty. Jay-Z wants to know just how much money his famous Do Say line is making. The doctor came by TMZ. Hip Hop. Ah, shit, I can't even see that shit, bro.
He doesn't know how much Duce is making.
No, he want the information as far as where they warehouses is at, bad stuff going on. So he's making money, but he's like
He
Kanye.
doesn't know what his supply chain.
Exactly.
They making too much money. They don't know what
I'm unmuted because my headphones died, so it's probably gonna sound crazy. So I'm unmuted. I'm gonna let you guys debate on that. I'm gonna have to talk about that one another time.
Yeah. I'm gonna remove this off the screen. You know what I'm saying?
Or yo, man, I ain't mad at him, bro.
Yeah, he trying to get his money, but
Get your
I mean,
chicken.
at the end of the day, they know they're making money, but he just it's like they disclosing where their warehouses is at, you know, how much really, producing and things of that sort. So he trying to make sure that he on top of his shit. Them dudes is
Or
making so much money that it's easy to miss something. Cause you got your hand in so many different things and people handling shit. So you don't know if niggas stealing money, so you want to make sure you get all the information. So he need all them documentation. So he gonna get his coins because he definitely got a case if they withholding shit. He's supposed to be a 50-50 partner. You know what I'm saying?
big facts. As I'm saying, as you should. If you're definitely if you're mad as a business with an entity go astray and they're not holding on to their legal their legal grounds that they're supposed to stand on or whatever written agreement was on, as any business person should, you should take it. You should take it to the court of law, as they say, yo, for real, man. Yeah, take it to
Yeah.
the court of law,
Then
man.
I need somebody to somebody got hit up this nigga Hustle. I don't know where Hustle at. Hustle ain't pull up.
Yeah, you gotta talk to the God.
And Hustle supposed to pull up. I don't know where he at. So, buddy, if you could text him, I don't know if you got extra phone. Text him. I don't got no extra phone on me and shit. But text that nigga Hustle, tell him pull up. Tell him I sent it to an email. Okay. But yeah, man. I love where this is going. You know what I'm saying? But I got something else for y'all to watch. On this shit. All the albums that came out on this shit. You know what I'm saying? On this date, baby, you had motherfucking Black Moon Into the Stage. You know what I'm saying? MF Doom. You feel me? Had Pharoah Monch. And you also had Easy E. It's on Dre 187. You know what I'm saying? Then you had Handsome Boy Modeling School. Now who remember them dudes? They all dropped in 1999. You know what I'm saying? 1999, 93, and all that. But that was dope. You know what I'm saying? I got some
I definitely remember most of them dudes, yo, for real. Definitely. That was childhood right there, yo, for real.
Yeah.
Absolutely, yo.
R.I.P. to MF Doom too.
Yo, exactly. Yo, my face.
Hold on,
Yo.
hold on.
There's
Also,
only one bit left. Rappers keep
R.I.P. the Trouble T. Roy. Hold on. R.I.P. the Trouble T. Roy. Let me see if I can pull up some.
Wow, that's I haven't heard that name in a minute.
You know what I'm saying? Trouble T. Roy, man. It's a hip hop angel. Feel me? It's HipHopRaiseMeTheBlog.com, hip hop angel, Trouble T. Roy. Today was his birthday, actually. You feel me? So happy birthday, Trouble T. Roy.
What's up? I say give thanks to those.
Those y'all who may not know who Trouble T. Roy was, Trouble T. Roy, you know, was one of the dancers from Heavy D and the Boys, you know. He had a tragic accident performing in Indianapolis. He fell off the stage and broke his neck, you know. So there was a song that was dedicated to him, and that was Reminisce Over You.
When they reminisce over you.
Yeah, from P-Rock. You know what I'm saying?
My boy Trouble T. Roy, you right. Yeah. Wow.
Let me see if I can pull that up. Hold on. Let me move this. You know, let me see if I can pull that up.
That was classic too, right? Yeah.
Yeah, classic, right? Yeah.
Yeah, P-Rock is smooth, man.
I think I may have that. Hold on. Yeah, I'm back. You know what I'm saying? Wow. I apologize. No technical difficulty.
Word.
No technical difficulty and shit, you know. Well, I hope you was entertaining the people while I was gone.
I was quiet, yo. You had left, yo, for real. I was like, yo, what's going on?
Nah, I was trying to find something, but I can't actually find it. But I got something else for you, though.
I got those dunks right there.
Yeah. LC the poet, yo. And your boy Fire, yo. Money over violence, respect over money. In the streets where it's gully. Sounds from the 40, going off on opposition. Blood didn't wanna listen, kept it on him every day, too afraid to get caught slipping. Crept up on him one day, Rocky was at attention. Thought he had his back turned, Sylvester was on a mission. Nickname Rambo, specialist with the hand, cold-blooded with his son, #1 headband. We giants in the field. Goals from our ancestors, Atlas through the galaxy, known to apply pressure for working in gravity. Niggas ain't half of me, stronger than he looks. Looks do deceive, looks will get you killed. Money ain't fit the bill, quiet is keep it real. Modest but know the deal. Divers, they hold well, they focus, shit can happen. Drop niggas, hip rap. They don't listen to nobody. They got strap and they looking to catch a body. They pull the trigger and you know he got a body. They from the streets and they don't listen to nobody. They don't listen to nobody. They got the strap and they looking to catch a body. They pull the trigger and you know he got a body. They from the streets and they don't listen to nobody.
Shots fired, an episode of The Wire. These kids think carrying is helping them retire. Can't preach or inspire. They think they know it all. They need ears, positive desires. Where the OGs at? Where the grandmas at? What happened to the village? Y'all supposed to be raising cats. Plow, niggas shooting over stats. How about y'all sit on the bench legally, make the stats? I mean, come on, get out the hood, set examples. Instead of chopping niggas left and right just like a sample. Grind harder than the rest. Now put your brother to rest. I need to get this off my chest. Y'all pulling triggers like pulling credit, huh? Sold out bodies. Y'all in debt from heaven's calling, huh? If y'all pay attention, get the message. No more stressing. Find your peace, start fresh, then get to cleansing,
They don't listen to nobody. They got the strap and they looking to catch a body. They pull the trigger and you know he got a body. They from the streets and they don't listen to nobody.
Okay.
Yeah, what up,
Okay.
yo?
Hustle. What up, baby boy?
I'm good. Damn, y'all been live for a minute too.
Yeah. Yeah. So look, we done spoke about a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? We done spoke about a lot of things, so it's only right that you do what you do.
All right. I'm just stepping in the building, but which I don't know what y'all touched on already though. What y'all touched
We
on?
touched on the Kanye.
Okay.
You know, so basically, you know what the topic is. What is harder to receive the message from the messenger? What is harder to receive the message from the messenger or the ugly truth of the message?
What's harder?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like to receive the message from the messenger.
Elaborate more so, my brother.
Because now when you receive the message, you gonna, now I mean, take it in for what it is. And then as a man, move on, take the constructive criticism, and move on to the next chapter, which is the next side of it.
Yeah. I agree. You know? So what you got for the people for today?
I don't know if it's old or new, but I see Missy got her own little street. She got her street named after her in Virginia.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's a fact. You know, I did a piece on that. I seen that on HipHopRaiseMeTheBlog.com. So
funny thing is I didn't even know she was from VA.
Yeah, she's from Portsmouth. Yeah.
Yeah, 757.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, all day. She Timberland, her and Timberland from the same. Her and Timberland, they from around the same way. I used to see them at Virginia State all back in the day, yo. Well, I used to see Timberland because I used to try to smash his girl, yo, for real. At Virginia State, name, yo. He was a woo, yo, for real, yo. She was going to Virginia State, yo, for real. Yo, he came up that joint with the Bentley back in the day, yo, for real. Yeah, put on the Bentley, yo. I was a little young boy, yo, for real, with the
Yeah.
Timbs and the hoopty with the I mean with the nice Timbs, yo, and the Guess jeans, yo, for real.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm still going for mine. But yeah, no, they all from Virginia. Pusha T from Virginia. They all from around that same area.
I know that.
Yeah.
Okay. So, you got something else for us, brother? I know you got something in the cut. I know you got something in the cut. While you wait on that, let me find something else to put on here.
How y'all feeling them Giants, yo? We got Giants fans on here or Jets fans or
Of course.
Right. Yeah.
Shout out to CEO Dream and Hip Hop Raised Me the vlog.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the home girl from Modern. You know, shout out to Modern. Shout out to T Quan, you know what I'm saying? Mr. Modern, you know what I'm saying? They and Famous Living. Shout out to them. You know, they got some dope music coming from they camp. You know what I'm saying? We fucking with them the long way. You know, shout out to Modern though. You know what I'm saying? But you know, there's a lot of
y'all see how Kendrick doing a lot of great things.
Kendrick doing his thing. Kendrick doing his thing.
And he an Israelite too. He a real Israelite though. I ain't trying to throw no shots though. My man a real Israelite. He really made that journey though. He really did right on that journey, yo. And you could tell somebody that really went on that journey, even if it's that or he made his Havidah or they went with they went with Muhammad. You could tell a brother that really went on it, a brother or sister that really went on that journey for self-refinement though, yo, for real. You can see it, man.
I mean, but you know, I see what he was doing. You know, Sean did the same thing though, you know what I'm saying? So
later on.
Later on.
Was y'all
but
like
it still matters though.
Like K-Dot though? Like did y'all listen to did y'all ever hear like Section 80 album and like
I listened to that. I listened to those,
Like Kendrick made a move to get into everybody's household, yo, for real. He dropped that that drinking some what that swimming pools? What was that? Wake up, drink.
Swimming pools, swimming pools. That was swimming pools.
He dropped that, what got him into the secular chart, but that whole Section 80 was straight analytical and right. He was already, you could see he was already like
that shit was unorthodox.
Trying to transcend from where he was at, man. For that Brenda's song,
look,
oh my gosh.
Let me break it down to you, yo. I got a homie, you know, shout out to, you know, Blast. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, he don't go by that name no more, but shout out to Banana Ryan. All right, Banana Ryan, he from PDL. But anyway, they go by Banana Ryan. You know, Banana Ryan told me years ago, he's like, yo, what makes him so elite to LA hip hop is he's intricate with his words. You understand what I'm saying to you? He's intricate with his words. So see how the game name drops everything?
You could tell he's well educated though.
Well educated, but well versed at the same time. Because whatever topic he talking about, he can invoke thought. And to me, that's a true MC when it comes down to lyricism. If you can invoke thought, that's what lyrics is all about.
Mm-hmm.
To invoke thought. It's always go hand in hand like poetry. To invoke thought. Like what does he make you wonder? Like what he just said? What he trying to say? What was the meaning behind that? Wordplay is definitely crazy. Him and J. Cole, they both equally to me got that. You know what I'm saying? It with along with many others. You know what I'm saying? I like the Simba.
Another one too,
Simba right now. Simba is one of them.
Oh yeah, Simba. No, and I'll get that, and I'll get that to them because it is a lot of awesome like young brothers and sisters out here. What's the other brother? Toby Naga. Nagwawi.
Oh, I can't even pronounce his name.
Yo,
But,
my boy
yo,
lit
better
though.
believe-
He lit. And all
Yo.
positive, right and exact, yo, for real, man. And he
Yeah.
listened to a little bit of 3-6 though, but you know what I'm saying? You gotta have that balance, yo, for real. But yeah, he balanced. He's well balanced, yo, for real. There's a lot of well balanced.
You know what I see with them, with Toby and his wife, fat girl, whatever her name is.
Yeah.
She, you know, they are poised. You understand what I'm saying? You know, he African, you know that, right? So you ever met an African?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So you ever met Africans?
Absolutely. Yeah.
They hold their head high.
Facts.
That's a fact.
They never slumped. Their head is high. And their demeanor is crazy, especially depends on where they from in Africa, too.
Big facts. Especially them Nigerians be going hard.
Nigerians? Not them?
They go hard, yo.
Yo,
my Guyanese go hard too. I got crazy Guyanese brothers.
Yeah. Yeah, but yo, look, the way Toby and his wife, the way they rhyme, he rhymes almost like an Andre 3000 type. He make you invoke thought, but he gives a certain energy that he's conscious, and he's hood at the same time, but on some Texas hood shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he's hood though. You know what I'm saying? But he's showing a different light, and everybody's in sync. You feel me? You ever watch his videos? Everybody's in sync.
Mm-hmm.
Like they look like they Bluetooth in sync, like mentally together. Like they really be probably meditating together, yo, giving thanks to the Lord, everything.
They pray together. They pray together and all that. So you could tell, you know, that they have a good camaraderie over there. You know what I'm saying? They spiritual, and you could tell just by their movements. You know, they all are in sync, and that right there speaks volume to me. You know, so you know, shout out to the person that showed us love. We gonna press a star on your joint. You know what I'm saying? We don't know who that is, but it's a Facebook user.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for the flowers. You know, shout out to you. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, yo. I like Toby. I like Kendrick. I like Simba. I like Nick Grant. Shout out to Nick Grant.
Nick Grant. Yeah, I fuck with Nick Grant.
Y'all put me on. Y'all put me on, yo.
You don't know about Nick Grant?
No. Thank y'all though, but I appreciate it. I love getting put on a new shit, yo. Nick Grant.
Nick Grant. Check out Nick Grant. Nick Grant is he's saying something. Them boys got substance. You know what I'm saying? Them boys got substance. You feel me? Who else? You know who I want to shout out? Tomorrow when we come on live tomorrow, I'm gonna make sure I have his music ready. Goody Supreme.
Oh, I gotta check him too.
Goody Supreme.
What about the 47 kid though? What about Pro Era? What about my man Joey though? That album is, I don't know. Maybe I'm just a Joey fan. That Joey.
Yo, he's from the hood. Son, come on, man.
All right, that's the son.
He's familiar. He's familiar. He's part of the family for real. Like he's familiar. You know what I'm saying? Like literally, he's part of the family. You know what I'm saying? So
that makes sense.
Shout out to Joey. Shout out to Pro Ever. You know, shout out to Baltimore Zombies.
All through the hood, yo, for real, dog.
Yeah, shout out to the Flatbush Zombies.
Big fact.
You know?
Absolutely. Yo, Geechee, my favorite artist, yo, for real. He my favorite artist, for real, yo. He my favorite Flatbush Zombie, yo. Geechee got that crazy voice, yo. I can't think of his voice. It sounds like for somebody back from old school rap. I just can't think of his name. It's real grimy and gritty, yo. That shit is crazy. He got that gritty ass voice, yo. Yeah.
What
about Lucas Joyner? Y'all fuck with the kid Lucas? What's his name? Lucas Joyner?
Oh hell yeah! I fuck with Joyner. He talking. He's spitting.
Yeah, Joyner. You know that's Mr. B, man.
Who?
He used to live with Mr. B. You heard?
Which Mr. B?
Brandon.
Oh, word, that's
amazing
Cuzzo
fuck.
man?
Huh?
What's Cuzzo man's right there?
That's Cuzzo's man.
I
That's
didn't
his
even know that.
man.
That's crazy, yo.
He used to live with him. He used to live with him.
That nigga be spitting, boy.
He's spitting.
Your boy be
He's
spitting, yo, for real, yo.
You know what I'm saying? He's spitting. But yeah, bro, I like Joyner Lucas, man. Who else I like?
Hey, yo, y'all fuck with City Morgue though? I know y'all from the city. Y'all heard of them?
City Mob?
City Morgue.
Nah, I never heard of him.
So
City Morgue.
So it's like a black metal hip hop group, yo, from the city, and I'm into, like, I love all music, yo. So I'm kind of like, but you know, they from the city. Actually, the dude Sos Musa, they matter of fact, they the ones who found the rat at first, yo. I ain't gonna mention your name, yo. They on the colorful rat, yo, for real. They found him, but he based his life off Sos Musa and like the kid.
Oh, I know who you talking about, but like
they wild. They on some other, like, they on some,
yeah. They definitely are. I know who you talking about, man.
Yeah.
But you know, I got my homeboy. He's one of the he mixed rock and hip hop together, gothic music type shit.
Oh, that sounds hard.
Shout out to Creature the Goth.
Yeah, make sure you put that. Make sure you share his music with me in my inbox, Primo.
No, I'm about to put you on the Creature.
Absolutely.
And he got a following. Look,
yeah.
Matter of fact, I gotta go through my shit, but I got a shout out from him. I'm gonna make sure I pull it up. You know what I'm saying? Tomorrow, when we come on, we gonna put together a nice little video collection of different people we fucking with. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that'd be icy, yo. That'd be icy.
Yeah. But I'm gonna definitely have Creature. I'm gonna have Creature music up here. Creature from the Bronx. You know what I'm saying? Me and him worked together on a set of Bully. You know, we worked together when we both played in the movie Bully. Bully, the Rico story and The Dead Don't Die. So he was on a set with me. So shout out to my man Creature the Goth. You know what I'm saying? He's dope, bro. He's really dope, but he got that gothic stuff going on.
Yo, man, hey, that's yeah, man, that's me, man. Yeah, yo, for
Matter of fact, Hustle, you remember you ever saw the video of the dude from Hip Hop Raising the Blog? He had a dude on this dude had this chick on a leash.
Yeah.
That's Creature.
Oh, that's son.
That's Creature. That's Creature. You know what I'm saying? Creature, he don't look like the colorful dude, but somewhat, you know what I'm saying? Before, you know, they got similar type shit going on, but it's Creature's on a whole nother level. And he's everywhere he goes, he sell out shows in secret locations and all that. He's doing numbers, bro.
They got a new wave, man. Like I was, yeah. Like I kind of benefited off that first wave that started off like this. It's like eccentric hip hop, like not local but regional, sub-regional, like fan bases, like sells. You know what I mean? Artists like who used to do that. They got big before they got big. Big Sean was one of those. My man, Currency is one of those. Yo, I don't know if y'all. Currency put out 4 or 5 albums this year, and they were all bangers, dog. Yo, for real, man. And he all underground. He not a household name, and Currency really be getting to a bag, bro. Like
for years now, though.
For years, bro. For years. It's crazy.
Currency been doing his thing since Wiz was here. I mean, since when Wiz was just getting started.
He one of them too that had those like internet like strong like crazy. Then Kanye one of them people too. Yo, that's why he got some. He's one of the biggest ones that took this social media, this internet wave and like destroyed that shit. Yo, for real, yo. These kids worship some of these people like God. Like the dude Trippie Redd. Like
Them
people
niggas
don't
be
know,
doing
but
the
Trippie
numbers.
Redd shows sell out, bro. Like as an artist, like with like the numbers he's doing, like the kid's not hurting, yo, for real. But he ain't a
That's a
household
fact.
name. He not a household name, yo, for real, yo. But I think these kids get that. I think they get the business aspect more than the fame aspect that we.
It's different now.
Yeah. They like, yo, give me the bag, yo. I don't care. You ain't gotta know me, yo. I stay on the low, which
Okay.
is
I'll
essential.
take that any day.
Yo got a clone.
Hmm?
Oh, it was like two. He had two of you just now. That was lit.
Yeah, I one of them got kicked out. You know what I'm saying? Or
Y'all fuck with our Future?
yeah, we fuck with Future.
No, our
Yeah.
Future, like
I,
Tyler
I,
and
not really.
Domino Genesis and
Oh, our
I,
Future. Oh, them guys.
our
Oh,
Future.
nah, I don't really.
I don't really listen to them.
Nah, me either. I ain't gonna hold you. You know what I'm saying? Hold on.
Boys got bars though. If y'all ever get a chance, just like with no just listen to
I
like yo,
stumbled, I stumbled across a few tracks, but
Tyler definitely be spitting, yo. Tyler got bars, yo, for real. Yo. I
Tyler
can't even,
he just in his own.
yeah, he definitely different, y'all. Yeah, you absolutely
Yeah.
right. Absolutely right, yo. But I would just say our Future because I don't think he the illest dude in our Future. I think Earl Sweatshirt is, yo, and like Domino Genesis or Domo. I can't think his name. They like really the illest, yo, out of the joint to me personally. Sauce Walker, y'all fuck with TSF?
Yeah, I fuck with Sauce. I
Sauce got
definitely fuck with
balls,
Sauce.
yo.
One of my favorite shits from him is Ghetto Gospel.
Get a gospel album, yo, Potter, you on point, yo. That you ain't never lie about that joint. I still be bumping that joint 1 and 2, yo, for real, yo.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, "Some put an engine. You can put a new engine in there, and that hoe will still be sorry." Some shit, yo, be spitting, yo, he be snapping, yo, for real, definitely. Yeah, sauce different.
I'm here.
Yeah. I can't. I've been staying away from the drill music lately, yo. That's it. I just man, it's just like it's just too much now. Like I'm just like, wow.
Oh, it ain't my speed, you heard?
That's the fact.
Yo,
I
the
mean,
whole music,
I'm in tune. I'm in tune, but it's not my speed though.
but the whole purpose, and like we were talking about earlier, the whole purpose of the culture of the music is to drill. We wanted to get money, be dons, like everybody wanted to be the biggest drug dealer. Not too many people wanted to be shooters, yo. For real. Let's just be honest, back in the day, yo. For real, not everybody even had the guard. Nobody really wanted to do all that, yo. For real, we had to do what we do. But these nowadays is like the whole culture. Everybody wants to be robbers and shooters, yo. For real, it's sad because that's what you see going on out here, and it's not just in music, and unfortunately, y'all live in one of the worst cities in.
It's more happening in the streets than in the music.
Yeah. But the music always, if you go to any genre in music, I don't know who said this, the music always are a reflection of what was going on at that time, no matter where you go. If you listen to the music, it's a reflection of what was going on at that time. And it's a sad thing, man. Like in Baltimore, no, we like number 2 right now. We've been number 1 and 2 in fucking murders for the past 4 years. It's crazy, like yo, man, niggas it's sad, yo, for real, man. Like ain't nothing to be bragging about. I wish my city was like number 100, like because I'm no young brothers I know personally out here getting mopped out, yo, good brothers, yo, for nothing, yo, for real, yo.
So I'm saying you living in B-More for all these years, bro. Is that reputation of them not liking New York, is that real?
Yeah, they don't really like me, yo, for real. They know I'm not from here, but niggas know I'm really from New York, but I've been down here half my life, yo, most of my life. So, right, you know, I was born in New York, but I'm not one of them New York niggas. I just came down here when I was 15. I've been down here ever since. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, like, it used to be like that, but nothing's like it used to be. Yo, Primo, I ain't even gonna lie to you. Like, it be out of towners out here. Like, it ain't like it was back in the day when you had the like out of towners couldn't come. They like everybody, it's like a free fall now, yo, for real. Like, they don't really care if it's New York or not, really. Unless you try to go to somebody's hood, I guess, but it ain't really like that no more. It used to be, but it ain't really like that, man. Other than if you go to jail, because everybody trying to stick together. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But on the street, nah. Nobody give me like, oh, you from New York, fuck you, yo, for real. Nah, I ain't like that, yo. Nah.
Yeah, I understand that.
But like 10 years ago, it was like that. Everything was territorial though back then, though. You know what I mean? So it ain't like that. You know, these kids ain't territorial like we was. Y'all know that, right? I mean, they are territorial like in their hoods, but not like state-wise or like city-wise. Like, you had to really have passes. Like, even like a place like Richmond, Virginia, like, it was north side, south side, and Petersburg. Like, people from south side, from Petersburg couldn't come. If you come to Richmond, yo, you knew it was gonna be something if you weren't from around there, yo, for real. Like, yo, for real. Real territorial, yo. That's how it is down south. They real territorial with this shit, for real, yo. And like going towards the Midwest, they really be on some territorial shit, like, you know what I mean? So, but it's the same shit, but it ain't really like New York. It's like if you a op or not a op. That's it, yo, for real. You in the way of some cash or not, yo, for real. Like, you know what I mean? It's indiscriminate. That's what I'm gonna say. That's the best word for it. It's indiscriminate out here for real, yo, right now.
Another topic I want to talk about, Miko Worldwide. You heard he got robbed for all his stuff, right?
Oh, the dude that shoot the videos, yo, that go to hood joints, right?
Yeah, but they robbed him because they said they didn't care about what's his name, YK Slack. Somebody with YK Slack, some kid from out of Florida, him and his brothers, they supposedly had robbed him. I saw it on Say Cheese, and shout out to Say Cheese. But yeah, they was like they robbed him because they said, there's rumors that he's touching on little kids. And I'm not sure if it was a girl or a boy, but they say he raped some. You know what I'm saying? So that's it's crazy. You're a big YouTuber.
What y'all think about that Charleston White comment? Yo, you see that the rape comment?
Yeah, that's.
I can't. After that, I ain't gonna lie. I got sick to my that was repulsive, bro. Like, I seen a lot of shit that was kind of like, yo, man, like,
oh yeah,
bro, I got nothing but women, and you don't got mad women in our family. Ain't a lot of men in our family, bro. All I know is women in my family, bro. I'm like,
yeah,
it's like
I feel you on that. Now, but Charleston White
it's crazy, bro.
Charleston White is the Boondocks. What's his name?
Uncle Ruckus.
Uncle Ruckus. That's who Charleston White is. You never noticed that?
They say you're an agent, though. What y'all think about that?
Like I said, he's Uncle Ruckus. Think about it. When Charleston White first came on the scene, he was saying shit that made like, damn, this nigga talking some shit, right? But
facts. He started hitting niggas left field.
The way the video came into me, I'm like, yo, this nigga sound like Uncle Ruckus. I just happened to be watching the Boondocks with my son. That's how I realized that this nigga sound like Uncle Ruckus. And that's his character. That's the character that he portrays. So we was in Clubhouse with the nigga one time. You know what I'm saying? And he was letting the people know I'm about to go into character. They wanted him to come into character. They want him going, I'm about to go into character, y'all. Because who he is outside of that character is different as opposed to who that character is. So once that character come in, that's when you're gonna be mad because he start going to that. He let you know I'm about to go into the character. That's what he was saying the whole time in Clubhouse. We was chopping it up, but we spoke, you know what I'm saying? He sound like a cool dude. But he let the world know, I'm about to go into this character. So he's like, yeah, go into the character. And that's when he started making people mad because he started going into the character. He said, y'all asked for it. This is what you're going to get. You feel me? So Charleston White, I don't got no reservations on the man. He says the most wildest shit. He's human, just like anybody else, because he says shit that anybody else would say. But we ain't gonna say nothing about raping some white woman or raping any female for that matter. We don't. We not in those categories of guys that have to do something like that. You know what I'm saying? So my mother, God bless her soul, she told me when I was a kid that if she ever heard that I raped a woman, that she would kill me. And you know, and my mother is serious about those type of things, you know. So God bless her soul, you know, and fortunately for me, I have good looks where I don't have to do nothing like that.
Big fact.
You know, thank God that I'm favorable in somebody's eyes. You know what I'm saying to you? So I'm thankful for that. You know, but I don't like individuals who rape. You know, who force themselves on anybody.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, when you know back in the days, you hear the word rape, you associate that with only women, right?
Yeah.
As you get older, you start realizing that it was happening to men. There's many dudes running around here who were tampered with, and I don't necessarily, you know, point the finger at them or try to ostracize them because it happened to them that way. You know, maybe my younger self would have laughed at something like that, but that ain't nothing to laugh at. You know, I see a lot of people talk about Hassan Campbell in that manner. You know, and shout out to Hassan because I like Hassan. You know, he says some wild things too, but however you know, the overall message, I look past the negative part when someone says. You know, I don't hang on, you know, the foul part of what someone says. That you know, that just goes where your cognitive skills is at. It shows you where your mindset is really at. If you stuck on, you know, the negative part of a conversation instead of the overall message, then you know you lack the knowledge that it takes to actually hold a conversation. You know what I'm saying? So, what do you think about that, Husky?
That's a fact. Sometimes it's better to take the constructive criticism, even if you don't want to hear it or not.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what's the big thing between that?
What's that?
Pride.
Mm-hmm.
Ego.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Ain't that like mortal? Aren't they like mortal sins or something like that, yo? For real, like pride, ego, or something. What's like the 5 deadly sins? What is like pride, greed?
Oh, you mean it's 7?
Yeah, the 7 deadly sins. Yeah, 7 deadly sins. Yeah.
Yeah, the 7 deadly sins. You know, lust, hate, jealousy, envy, I forgot all of them, but definitely, you know.
Named about like 5, 6 of them just now, though.
Yeah. But definitely, 7 deadly sins.
And those are the things that plays a role in a lot of those situations right there.
Absolutely.
But a lot of that be self-hate, right? Because you ever met someone that felt the need to put someone else down to make themselves look good?
We see that all the time in the hood.
Yeah,
you know, one thing I hate.
But you think it's wrong? You think it's wrong to correct? No, I mean, do you think it's wrong to accept, even if you don't agree, like and not in agreement, like to be like to accept in agreement, to be like Yeah, even if I think what somebody said, even if I know factually, because me, even though I know a lot and I talk a lot, most of the stuff I talk about never comes from a point of feeling or it's actually some research I did. And I will go and pull receipts from what I'm talking about, because I actually did the just do math to acquire this knowledge. It's not just ever put. And if I ever put something, I was talking about that earlier, a statement out there, and I found out that some of the knowledge that I was given has, through my research and jumping through a rabbit hole, has any falsity, I will also then correct that. I don't think, sometimes people, if I say something crazy, my mom like, you stupid. You know how we go off. Some people just go off and it's to somebody and they didn't deserve that and they never talk to me again because it offended them. Really, I have to take that energy, because I should have never put that. I should have been hasty enough to not put that bad energy into the universe like that, even though if I feel, because at the end of the day, it's still not right. Like, you know what I mean? So it's like, yeah, you can listen, but if somebody's wrong, it's also in the sake of argument and building, I had to be like, yo, look, yo, brother, to guide somebody and like, look, hey, this, I get what you're saying, but you've been totally misled when you're dealing with things of fact, history, things that you can put, not a feeling. Feelings are like, it's subjective. Everybody feels. I feel like I'm 6'2" and but I'm only 5'5", and I've always been that way. I talk like that, you know, but that's not that. It's a feeling. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't make, but a fact that I can go to a source, a text, a document, a video, a form of evidence, a witness, just like if you go to court, that was there, the present, to find just the actual factual. And I think that's where we getting lost, and because people don't know, sometimes I used to be that way. I would say offensive things like fuck. I'd be like, I don't hope it. I'm like, fuck all people that follow Jesus Christ, yo, for real. And I was really like that because I didn't really care, and I had to understand that was essentially wrong, even though I felt that way. Even though if I think some of the doctrine and know some of the doctrine, I can prove is essentially maybe been copied from other things, and I could show people. But still, I have no right to offend those people. I had no right to offend those people, to call those Christians whatever or whatever. And that's the whole thing. People, we're now in an age where people want to say stuff, and if it's from some bad energy, not deal with the repercussions of what you said, and that's just not the universe. Because when you put something out there, it's like that, and people have accountability issues, especially in our community, and even in my family. People want to say whatever to you, and expect you not to say nothing back, yo, for real. And I think that's the biggest issue we dealing with. Is like, yeah, you can say crazy stuff, but also you have to, in the same return, you're gonna get some feedback from that, whether it's positive or not, and have to analyze. And as a man, if you're wrong, there's nothing wrong from correcting yourself, because it takes more to correct, to admit that you were wrong than to sit and like knuckle, you know what I mean, go headbutt with somebody, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Easy route. I
think a message can be received in the matter and the tone that you use.
Yeah.
You understand? When you talk sensible to someone, because every man listens to reason if there's no chaos amongst, in the mix. You know what I'm saying? Like, prime example, I got a friend of mine, he in prison right now. He's sending a message out. But by him sending this message, and the person he's sending it through, it wasn't going to get executed properly. Why? Because of the person that the message is going towards receiving the message. Why? Because it's revealing something that this person is hiding. You feel me?
Yeah.
The person that you sent to give the message.
Yeah, I get that.
Executed, because now this person putting on a front for this individual, and it made everything go bad. Because at the end of the day, how the message was sent, it wasn't sent with open door for some type of clarity. You understand what I'm saying to you? It was sent with, you know, on some expose type shit. You know what I'm saying?
And to me, like if we talk about interpretation, somebody could also interpret it as a cry for help. That's all I saw. And I think it's not the fact that people judging, it's the fact how they judging. Like you said, you can't call them names. I never once called them a name, but theoretically, and the jargon that he using is theoretically wrong, and that's just it. You know what I'm saying? It's not that. So somebody has to hopefully possibly sit him down and put him on the just path so he can get this just due knowledge. I'm saying there's nothing wrong with that. And I think that's where we at. So if you said something in distaste, it was ways, and you're a rapper, so it's kind of really no excuse for you not to be able to articulate in a way to not whatever. So that makes even more. So you was caught up and mad and in his feelings. And that's what I saw. I saw somebody that was in an emotional stance, an emotional rant that felt strongly that sometimes we all do. And I get that point, but also when we do that, we put it in the universe. If I just come off to somebody like, yo, and I don't know this dude from a can of paint, I can't take that energy back. That energy is out. But
you know
what I'm saying?
I equate the Kanye situation right now with the world with the way people from down south look at Jay-Z. What I mean by that, right? I'm not sure if you ever saw this on any type of social media. When people talk about Jay-Z, right? And you notice people from down south, they particularly say, we don't listen to Jay-Z. How he the greatest, Lil Wayne's the greatest. You know, they push that agenda.
That perspective, yeah.
Yeah, they push that agenda. So they feel like everybody's better than Jay-Z. We respect his money, we respect his grind, but they don't particularly attach themselves to his music. You know, they always say shit like, oh, we skip past his part on Ben Pippin, we go straight to Pimp C part. You know, that's weird, right? So
yeah, but the analytical part would be, and the argument was we could kill that argument because men lie, women lie. Guess what? Numbers don't. So it's like, yo, you could go. We could go.
And who said that?
And we said we could go to the numbers of his record sales and the success he has attained. Yeah,
I'm in a lot of Facebook groups, and my observation was a bunch of people, you know, saying this is more.
People don't want to hear the truth told too, Evo Primo. That's what we gotta understand. A bunch of people scared of the truth. They don't want to hear it either, even because the truth is daunting, dog. Sometimes scary and haunting. Like, yo, but it is what it is. Yeah. And like me, I go through this thing because I used to dumb myself down, right, for a long time to be in the street. I was so intelligent. Like I definitely could have been like an Elon Musk type dude, like, yo, for real, like, you know what I mean? I dumbed myself down to be around some kid. I was the square from Delaware that wanted to hang around everybody, and I actually hung around and fucked my life up, yo, for real. Like, so I get that. Some people think my intelligence is arrogance. Is not. And it's just because, like, for so long I had to dumb myself down and act like I didn't know what I was talking about. It's like, now, you know what? I would like never do that for anybody. Because guess what? If you go and give me some receipts and come back, I'm going to say, you know what? As a man, I'm going to apologize. I'm not Kanye. I'm going to be like, you know what? I was wrong, bro. Thank you for that information. Peace, God. That's how the gods. I come from that 80, that 70, that 5% of that 85% is build and destroy. It no matter it doesn't sometimes destroying doesn't feel good, but it has to be destroyed to build something new. So I get that point, but most people don't speak from that aspect. They speak from That's what it is. And if you come to them with some truth, and if it's in a book or you can show them some tangible evidence, they still looking at you because people deal with feelings and not facts.
And one thing I learned in life is people will attach themselves to a lie more so than the truth anyway.
It's easy.
They say set you free, right? Not literally from freedom itself, but freedom within your mind to not have it weighed upon your head that something's weighing over your head, period. You know what I'm saying to you? So when when you think about it, you be like, damn, I'd rather the truth. You feel me? Like if you like my cousin, I got a cousin, right? This is one of my cousins, he down in Georgia, right? Let me tell you what he told me back in the days. He said, yo, I don't lie to women. I tell them exactly what I want. And 9 times out of 10, they're gonna be with it. I said, what you mean? Say, listen, if I got a girl, I don't lie to a chick. If I got a girl, either she gonna be with it or she not.
That's a fact.
But most females respect that you tell them the truth. You feel me?
You know me, Cuzzo. You already know. You know me, Primo. Know me, Primo. You already know. I was in a poly situation, so you already know. I just got out of poly relationship, so you already know. Yeah, so that talk, that communication. You have to be able to talk and communicate with both parties to have them to understand, and that doesn't usually happen. That has to happen with some communication too, though. Like, yo, I had these, like, yeah, it wasn't easy though. But
now, the way you broke it down, if you just be truthful, and it keeps you from having to lie all the time. And one thing about a lie,
you got to keep up with it.
You got to keep up with that motherfucker. You feel me? And then to the point you become a habitual liar, and you start
believing that shit. Exactly.
You start in the lie. You know? So that's the weird part about that. You know what I'm saying? So, truth always trumps everything. You know what I'm saying? So if people want to deal with lies and that's right. that's their that's what gives them energy to deal with a lie, and that's on them. You know what I'm saying? I think a lot of young black males, they are a little fucked up in the game when it comes down to certain things because they believe in lies.
Absolutely.
To tell them the truth, say, hey, young boy, don't walk down the block with that gun on your hip like that. Then he walked down the block, he get locked up, and he mad at you for you telling him it was going to happen. He rather deal with a lie. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
That's the culture
we deal with a lie. You know what I'm saying? When my younger gang banger days, bro, I promise you, I let a lot of people get passes, bro. Because I seen something in them that they wasn't even ready for. You know what I'm saying? So if I can thwart what you got going on and try to speak some life into you, teach you something like, nah, like I don't even know if you ready for what's about to happen if you proceed living this lifestyle. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Hustle, no. I ain't never pushed my, me being who I am on him. Did I ever do that?
I have my own agenda anyway.
You know what I'm saying?
That's how it happened, yo. You hop off the porch, yo. It's over, yo.
Nah, this.
I'm making some dough, yo, for real.
It's my brother right here, for real.
Yeah, I had my own agenda. I was already from a different cloth.
Yeah, you feel me? But I didn't, I even knowing what it was. I ain't give you resistance. I ain't, you know what I'm saying? I respected it. You feel me? You let people be who they are. You know what I'm saying? You gotta learn to accept people for who they are, and that would be, the greatest thing you could ever do. You know what I'm saying? Because
man, for me, like, yo, that's the part of life accepting people are, but also, like, I don't hang with people that don't have any accountability, if that makes sense. My man Les Brown, who's one of the I don't know if y'all know Les Brown. I listen to him almost every day, man. He want a black brother, great motivational speaker. He said only hang with quality people, right? Because you are who you hang with, right? You are who you surround yourself around with, right? I hang around people with 6 figures every day, right? I talk to these brothers every day and try to give them a way out the hood, yo, for real. Because somebody gave me a way out the hood to do something legally. Like I got 19 years overhead, be on the street 8 years. I haven't committed any one crime. I got cars, I had all the shit I had a couple cars out there, but I had all the stability now doing regular shit now. Like, and I try to give it to the other brothers, and some don't receive it. But my elder taught me, he said, if you just reach one brother, right, and you grab one brother, one sister, and you give them knowledge itself, or you give them some good knowledge, you help them on that way, and that brother, sister help somebody, and that brother or sister that he or she help somebody, essentially you help others. So it's like help, but also it's I believe in unity with black people, but all throughout history, it's been turncoats inside the black community. Let's just call it what it is. And we seen it, like what happened with like Malcolm, with like brother Malcolm, even from the inside, that brothers that will pay you off, that will have go in and take each other out, yo, for real. Like, yo, so these people exist also. And why should they still get a pass if you on some Johnny Bootlick and Coon stuff? I'm sorry, yo. Like, I'm not with it, yo. I got the whitest friends in the world. I listen to rock music, but even my white friends know that, like, it's one thing I'm not playing with is my black people, bro. Like, and the same way I talk right here when I talk to him in the way the same I talk to everybody, yo, for real, because I only deal with people that can articulate and understand truth in its form. Because I do not speak when I do not ever debate from a form of feeling. It might sound like I'm feeling. It all comes from knowledge that I've attained. It's always from a political position. It's always from this. It's never from this unless it goes all the way there and we on some fuck it, yo, throw everything out the window. That's when it's on that. But if somebody doesn't know something, you're right. I don't got the patience. I don't got the patience because I do have mental health issues and I got PTSD. I don't have the patience to talk to people like that, bro. You gotta get away. You gotta get away from me. And I'm just being honest because I know my truth, and I'm not gonna sit here and say like I'm some whatever. So I would never deal with a person like Kanye because he doesn't understand African Americans as I understand them, and we don't see eye to eye. And he's for the other team. Then that's unfortunate. But he makes great music. I'm not taking away nothing from it because I ain't like Kobe either, God rest his soul, but I never took anything away from his real accomplishment. The brother makes good music, but when he speaks historically, it's all bullshit. You could tell he never picked up a book. And that's what I'm just saying. So relax, bro. Just say I never picked up a book. And people get mad because of that. And I'm not mad because I picked up a book. And if people get mad because I did, then they gotta relax.
I mean, I ain't gonna hold you.
I'm just saying that's a fact.
College, right? When I was in college, right? My cousin was like, yo, stop telling niggas in the hood you in college.
He said what?
He said, stop telling niggas in the hood you in college. They get jealous of you. They don't think you better than them. Cause you trying to learn.
He was talking about.
It seemed like in our culture, not culture, but in our community, in our environment, that education meant that you thought you was better than everybody because you know how to read, you know how to speak with diction. You know what I'm saying? So it's crazy.
But these days, black folk, yo, these days
of the Reconstruction era. I mean, I understand this historically. I get it. You know what I'm saying? I understand these things in a historical fashion. That's my thing. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it's like I can go to where policies that were enacted by presidents that made people that made these things happen. We was talking about the social decay of the family, basically earlier of the black family, where the black family. This happened in the 1970s after the Reconstruction, when the crack era, when they dropped crack era in the hood, and the racist policy of the Reagan era, which was right wing, which was a Republican. So it's like yeah, we can say things and we can say things, but at the end of the day, if you say something and it's bullshit, then you got as a man, or as you and I, we gotta eat it and be like, yo, it's bullshit, bro. Like this, I said some bullshit, bro. And I don't think most people ain't men enough to do that. They want to ride on what their feelings is. If I can't prove it, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. And I'm gonna sit there with you and be like, you know what, bro? I'm good to agree with. I don't agree with that because I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think most people have got to that point to be like, I don't know. Because if I ever get to a point that I don't know, I'm gonna be like, I don't know. If I don't know about it, I don't know. But if we talk about history, physics, we talk about certain things I definitely know about because I've invested so much of my time into these things in the past 44 years.
Yeah.
But one thing I learned though is that can't save everybody.
You know, my man Dodger told me that.
Can't save. You could take some.
Can't take them all.
Can't take them all. And honestly, to most, knowledge is gibberish in their ears. They don't want to hear it.
Yeah. That's like with music though. Right? Right?
They don't want to hear it.
They don't want to
hear it. And just like, hold on, and before you get to the music too, and I want to reference what you were saying earlier too with the college shit back in the days, because this was years ago. I remember when you was going to college shit too. One thing I could say is these days is different actually now. You got niggas, don't sleep. There's a lot of niggas with little degrees under their belt. Don't sleep. Niggas is doing that shit on the low.
And
As
they should.
But the schooling is more I could say is more at an all-time high than it was back in the days.
Back in the days,
like down to face, like
coming home from prison than he did graduating.
That's a fact. Nigga, like I said, I always say myself, if I ain't do my juvie bit, I don't think I would have ever got a GED or a high school diploma or anything the path I was going.
Facts.
Facts.
So if I get this 19 years over my head, I wouldn't be here, bro.
You didn't get your GED or high school diploma, whatever one you wind up obtaining. How did it make you feel? I'm gonna tell you how it made me feel when I got mine.
Yo, first of all, I got it while I was locked up. And that shit made me feel amazing, bro. Now, I mean, I always wanted to know the prom feeling, you know, the grad, you know, walking down the aisle, but to know that when I leave this place, which isn't, and then the thing when I got it was like 2 months before my release date. So I made sure, I got that shit before I got up out of there. Yeah. And also took a barber course.
Yeah, I remember you was running around cutting hair for a little bit too.
You feel me? So that right there was a blessing. I came home, I was 18. And it was like a burden on my back. Even for my moms, it felt like a burden off her back. Cause you know how it is in a black household. That high school diploma, or at least you gotta come with you know what I mean, a GED or something. That's equivalent.
Yeah, because they know that this is college with a college degree.
You know how it is already.
25 to 30% more than a regular person. No, I think it's higher than that. It's like 30 to 40% more than the average person. Just having that degree gets you more money. And I don't think that we've been told that enough either. Like, yo, for real.
That's a fact.
I remember I got kicked out of school. I got kicked out of Erasmus, right? So I wound up going to jail and all that. I came home. I didn't get my shit in jail. I came home. I said, I'm gonna get my GED. That's all the only chance I had left. They like, oh, you won't study, you won't do nothing. I said, I'm gonna get it, watch this. And I got it. I went there drunk and high both days. Both days taking the test. And I was proving a point, just showing, just being a dickhead or whatever. But I got my GED, and that was the greatest feeling I ever felt at that time. You know what I'm saying?
So lovely.
It felt amazing. And the fact that I made a point and I proved everybody wrong who thought that I didn't know anything. They prejudged me just from being in the street. You know what I'm saying? Selling drugs and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know how we was giving it up back in the day. You know what I'm saying? So, that's neither here nor there. But the next time I felt that feeling is when I graduated from college, and I did it fresh out of prison.
That's dope.
You know,
That's dope.
Fresh out of prison. So I'm gonna tell you this: for anybody out there watching, they say college isn't for everybody, but who are they to say that? Because if you're an adult, you're gonna do what adults do. Adult is about being responsible. So college is about being responsible. Now I must say, if you got a lot of stuff going on in your life that's gonna prevent you from focusing
and distract you,
then I understand. But you should never let that stop you, because there are colleges that gives you a second chance to be able to obtain a diploma, whether it's associates or bachelor's or whatever, how far you decide to want to go. You should want to do that just to lead by example within your own household. You know what I'm saying?
You'd be surprised.
Yeah, when your children are watching you and you telling them to go to school and you want to be able to show them that diploma. This is my diploma. Let them see the high honors that you made. Let them see where they come from, that they have the same ability. They just have to apply themselves. You know what I'm saying to you? But with college, what I learned was no matter what I was going through, working and having to go to all these different programs because of my parole mandated and things of that sort, it may seem like it was a lot coming at me. The prison prepared me for a lot of this shit, because prison showed me how to have patience, where they forced me to have patience. And I learned how to have discipline within my patience. You understand what I'm saying to you? So I'm very, very, very patient.
It's a fact. Me too.
I'm very patient. However, I don't like to wait on no one. I go do what I need to go do. You understand what I'm saying? And it make me feel good within myself. So when I'm able to speak on something, or even if somebody watching me from afar, they could say, son about his business. Yeah, I'm about my business. You feel me? I don't like talking about it. I like being about it. You feel me? If I can be around people with the same mindset of me, I'm happy for that. You know what I'm saying? Don't be wrong. I got some ignorant friends.
We all do, right?
I got some ignorant.
We all do.
I got a bunch of ignorant niggas I grew up with. You feel me? They might say some deep shit every now and then, but niggas is ignorant. And I'm not meaning they dumb. It's just lack of knowledge on certain things. Nelson Mandela once said, it seems impossible until it's done. So when you think about something like that, if there's anything out there that you wanted to accomplish, any dreams, goals, or aspirations that you may have, my suggestion is You put together a plan. You know, start writing down your short-term goals, your long-term goals, and start moving towards these goals. They ain't built Rome in one day. You know what I'm saying? So therefore, you can still achieve and obtain certain things out here. And you can do it on your time. You know what I'm saying? But college is about being an adult. That's all it is. You know, the teachers can simplify all the stuff that you probably didn't even pay attention to when you was in school. And I'm gonna tell you, all the answers are in the book.
Absolutely.
If you read, the answers are right there. Simple. It ain't nothing that they flying out the hat. No. If the teacher is teaching you correctly instead of using different words or different wording, you'll learn. You understand what I'm saying to you? So I did have this one algebra teacher in college. You know, his name was Alex, Dr. Alex. You know, he's a Russian. But he simplified math so easy that it was amazing on how he did it. And none of us failed, just the way he taught us. You understand what I'm saying to you? It's just about the teacher. The teacher got to know how to convey the message.
Absolutely. I think that's why you got powerful speakers. You got Malcolm, you got Martin, you got Zig Ziglar, you got my man Les Brown, man. You got all these good speakers, man, and they command. But also, my man Eric Thomas. Like, so I was listening to an Eric Thomas joint before this happened, right? Eric Thomas was saying, he said, so reason he went back to school, he's like, yo, because he said, yo, dog, to make the type of money that they make, you need to learn the language of them. He's like, what does that mean, bro? You need to learn the language of them. He's like, you need to learn the language of them, bro. Not the language that you already know, not that you don't know how to speak, but you need to know the language of how they speak. Because they're the ones with the keys. It's a game. It's not it's not a boogeyman as we might see it and we put it in our head. It's those obstacles are out here, but also there are ways around these obstacles if we collectively get this information. Because if we can help brothers, like with this platform we got right now, talking to people, you know.
Look, one of those languages.
Back to school, you know what I mean?
One of those languages you talking about is in contracts.
Yep, absolutely. One
of the best ones right there.
Look, let me
one of those languages you talking about is in contracts. This is why you need a lawyer.
Oh, listen, in anything you do, there is a language.
That's a fact. Some different from others.
What you do.
Some more critical than others.
Once you know the language, you can actually, that could be a skill set for you. Once you learn the language in anything, no matter what job you do, there's a language. There has a language in it that you got to know how to understand what they're saying to you. Even if you're dealing with construction, there's tools. They tell you a certain tool. You got to know what the tool is, what that tool is. Just to be able to reach for it and grab it. They say, yo, grab this for me. Grab the monkey wrench. You know what I'm saying? Or grab the small wrench, or grab the, you know, the star screwdriver, or whatever you want to call it, you know? Stuff like that. Computers. They got computers have its own language. Everything has its own language. Once you know the language, it's easier to navigate.
Let's talk about how it's not just vocally either. Body language.
I'm in sales, absolutely. I sell solar panels, man, absolutely. Every day I knock on doors, and depending on the way my body language and how to interact with people every day, and even the way I stand, and how far my feet are away from each other. If I'm standing in front of somebody like this or on the side,
that's a fact. All that plays a role.
Standing, and I try to train
language is not just vocally.
Figures doing this, but like you say, you're gonna have to learn this language. And be patient with yourself and give your time self, because it is a new language. Because like I got a 21-year-old son, I'm trying to get him to understand the same thing. He was saying real estate. Like, if you want real estate, you still have to learn the real estate language. You still have to get the real estate license, right, sir? right, son? Like, you still have to do some type of education. I'm not saying 4-year school, but people that go get certificates and go get a educated in a professional manner, put it that way, whether it's 1 year, 2 year, couple months, like in IT to get a certificate, they get paid more because guess what? They get the technical, they get the technical aspect
They get the resources too.
of it, yo, for real.
Right, yo. You know? So listen, what else will happen out here in the world? Okay?
Nothing but that. I know that DeSantis stuff is crazy. That's just kind of, man, locking black people up for voting right now is crazy. And what people like this whole Kanye stuff playing into it, like it's dangerous right now, man, in America, man, right now. Like I'm talking about like Civil War dangerous. I don't think people are even paying attention. Like we've been like it's been some stuff going on, but when 45 left office and the damage he did was kind of like he awoke it. He awoke. That's the whole thing because it was already here. He awoke in the beast, man, for real, yo. You know what I'm saying? He awoke in sound in America. We knew how they feel, but now they saying how they feel, and that
was, I don't know, like when the history books come around for the younger youth, for around these times.
Virginia just voted
crazy times,
Virginia turned to a Republican state after 300 years.
For real? I ain't never know that, bro. Always thought they were already, bro.
No. So some Democrats are swing voters. They do vote conservative because they're Christians. Most of the conservative values come from Christian values, yo. It's just basically Christian values. They hard set. It's even the conservative group. It's a conservative group called Christian Identity Christian. The ones that help spread the whole some of the stuff I was talking about earlier with the whole Jewish Zionist movement. They used church and Christ to push white nationalism and to say how, and they use parts of the Bible to say how black people are, not whatever. And it's like, but we have to understand when people use the term conservative, this is where it came from. Because also the Ku Klux Klans are conservative Christians, even though they might not do conservative things like the things they have done to us and not conservative in a manner, but they have Christian, quote unquote, white Christian values.
But you like let me piggyback off that, right? That was the same thing with slavery, right? They used slavery, they used the Bible as a tool to justify slavery. Am I correct?
Absolutely.
All right. So you wasn't even able to know how to read, but they did give you a Bible.
Programming.
Yeah. They systematic programmed them. You know what I'm saying? So when you realize, you're like, damn, so look.
You ain't got a bunch of Muslims running around, a bunch of Hebrews, yo. You couldn't control them, yo.
So it's like it's weird that you realize that after all these years, and you realize like, damn, you might see, your grandmother probably was, a diehard Christian. You know what I'm saying? So Big Mama a diehard Christian, and all she cares about is Jesus. And you coming up an age and where you have a level of understanding, your level of understanding is contrast to what they dealing with. You understand what I'm saying to you? So which way to go when you come down to family values? You know what I'm saying?
I deal with people that contrast with my beliefs every day being in sales. Like for instance, I had to sell a household that definitely was a right wing supporter. Definitely have 45 memorabilia, but I'm thinking about the bag, and also too, like they're also Americans too. Like though, even if I don't agree with them, they don't. Because I also had spending some time in Virginia, also have some white friends who parents didn't like people of my color. Like, yo, for real, I might have been the only friend that was allowed over their house. So I know these people exist, yo, for real. Like, even though I don't mess with them, is what it is. Like, but respectively, what the way I treat them is with all intellect. Like, yo, I had one white dude actually at Amazon tell me to go back to my country. I mean, to leave the country because I said I don't celebrate Thanksgiving. I said, yo, African Americans, we celebrate genocide of the indigenous people. How can we ask for freedom and celebrate us? And some of us who do think we're indigenous,
I try to tell people that, right?
How can we celebrate this?
I try to tell people that. I said, look, when Turkey Day come around, we be in the hood, niggas be like, yo, happy Turkey Day. Niggas ain't saying happy Thanksgiving and none of that. They say happy Turkey Day. So you be like, wow, why you say that? And he be like, yo, my family don't eat on that day. You're like, word? Nah, they eat the next day. They ain't celebrating that. That's not what we doing. We ain't celebrating that. They ain't celebrating about being about family. Yeah, we do that the next day, but we not gonna sit here and feast on the day of genocide.
Absolutely not.
On slaughter, slaughter of the indigenous people of this country. Whether they were, migrated slaves or migrated Africans, or whoever.
Who integrated and didn't assimilate. They integrated. We teach that. They didn't assimilate. They integrated.
Yeah, exactly. So we not celebrating that, So just different things, like as opposed to yesteryear when you didn't know some of this knowledge. They don't teach a lot of this stuff in the schools. But they say one thing you want to hide from a nigga is put it in a book.
Absolutely. Truth. It's the truth.
All right. So, yeah, they didn't want you to read back in the days, but you have every right to read now, right? But when you forcibly choose not to be informed, half of the time a person has an argument or disagreement because of lack of knowledge, my man.
Absolutely.
You disagreeing with me because you lack the knowledge that I'm telling you.
Absolutely.
And you so proud and you blind that you don't even want to receive the knowledge.
Absolutely.
Right? Most times in the hood, when there's a dude that's not so bright, what kind of person is he? A negative bully type shit, right? A lot of dudes push violence as the agenda to prove that they right. Ain't that weird? All right. Look, I don't care how many people in this world that say to jump off the bridge, I won't die. I ain't listening to you motherfuckers.
Let me tell you some real stuff. I don't take nothing that anybody tells me at face value. I take it, I receive it, I do research. And that's like with everything. I'm not even lying. With anything anybody tells me.
Conversation, my man.
Yeah, like I take it, and if they say something that's like astounding, they'll be like, oh yeah, like what they were saying, like let's say like one of the 45 the right wing talking points about how the Democratic Party started Jim Crow, which is essentially true if you look at a 30-second clip of history, right? Then you see, then if you really like go in depth and you dive down a rabbit hole, then you see how the Democratic Party turned the Republican Party after the revolution, after slaves were freed.
And that's what people don't seem to understand.
And it transformed. So people left the Democratic Party in drones from the South and joined the Republican Party to the Republican Party today. But they'll use these talking points to encapsulate. That's what I was talking about earlier. I don't know if I was talking to you. Emotional attachment. They use these these half truths that have little truths because people won't go do the proper research to go see that. They use that because it takes, they know somebody's gonna go with it. It's hook, line, and sinker. They're like, oh yeah, that's no, that's it. No, that's it. They not gonna go like as I did and be like, you know what? Hold on, is that true? Because that's what I do with everything somebody tell me. I think every intelligent person will do that. Like, hold on, is this really true? I can't really take this. It sounds interesting. Hold up, let me go. Let me see what I can find up and look up about this show for real. And then I find the truth, and then I'm like, okay, wow. So this is what it is. Now I have a better. But let's just be honest. Most people gonna stay on that 30-second meme because it has that emotional attachment. And they're gonna be stuck on that emotional attachment rather than the search to find out if it's the truth or not. Because that emotional attachment, that emotional attachment is strong. That's why they use shit like child pornography, as if like Republicans and Democrats both have decent liberties with child. Unfortunately, child abuse has always been a fucking thing in America. I was a kid that was abused as a child, so this shit's always been here. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's not that we sweating on the rug. It's not just Democrats or it's not just Republicans on a Pizzagate. You don't need a Pizzagate. So they use these things because it takes the eye of people actually doing the research and finding out how do these things happen. Why is it this way? Because if people actually, like you said, if people actually would sit down and actually read, they'd be like, damn, I got a better understanding. You know what? They trying to railroad me. They trying to feed me bullshit. That's not how it goes. Mr. So-and-so, look, man, no disrespect. But hey, you ever see the new Supreme Court Justice, Tanji Brown? You ever see her speak? She speaks eloquently to them, right? Like she's like, and she, like what I was saying earlier, you can say fuck you without saying fuck you. I have to use your language against you, yo, for real. That's how I went.
Yeah.
And I think Kanye lost. He knew that because he been using their language. And then the other day he got mad. And he became Kanye from around the way, yo, for real, yo. And that was the only mistake, yo, was Kanye from around the way. He lost a language, yo. He lost the articulation. You know what I'm saying?
What he tried to, I remember him saying that like he was ostracized from the hood.
Yeah.
For being
like
a back.
I was, yeah. But I fought back. I was that square from Delaware, but like I'm saying, I'm not that nigga you was gonna, we gonna go all the way there. Win, lose, or draw. Like I was not that dude. Even though I had a lot of smarts, I also had I got the blackout gene. I got that. You know what I'm saying? Like I got that, yeah, like blackout. Yeah, like we got everybody know the Kirk out from around the way. Yeah, yo, for real, that was, yeah, like, so I had that, but also we got to understand another dynamic of Kanye, people that didn't have that and become Kanye's, they become victims. I fucked up. I stopped being intelligent because I got tired of motherfuckers trying to fight. You say, you know what, you niggas win. It's you and I every day, my nigga, for the rest of my life, and I fell into that trap. I dumbed myself down. That's what I was saying. I dumbed myself down to be around it because that is the truth. So I get with that with him, but also I can't go around blaming the whole black community for it. You never hear me blame the whole black community. It's just something that happened and it's a reality, but I can't blame
him. One thing I can think about that man is this. I watched the documentary. You know, from what I get out the documentary, that he was just trying to be noticed in a room full of people that didn't necessarily see him. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, he's being seen, and people may not like what he says, but he's speaking from a level of where his understanding is at. Having that type of money in his bank account. You know what I'm saying to you? So you gotta look at it like this. You know, we gotta cut this shit short. My shit about to die, so let me go send it up. Yeah, before it die, let me send it off.
I gotta go get some more shells, yo, for real, yo.
We don't worry. Thank you for coming.
Oh, if y'all wanna know what I'm smoking on, yeah, yo, that Evermore, Maryland, yo, from Maryland Strand. Yeah, some gas, yo, that.
Okay, say that.
Yeah.
You know, we're gonna take it out on the credits. Subscribe, hit the like button, tap in, get a dose of that dope. Peace.